Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to show you a very cool, quick tip, a trick if you like, how to get rid of the hi-hat bleed from the snare drum completely. As you may know, when the drummer plays a pattern, most of the time the hi-hat and the snare drum, they hit together. And it's very difficult to get it out, basically almost impossible, right? Wrong. And I'm going to show you how to do it. Quickly listen to this snare track here. You can hear that there is some gating going on, but it just doesn't really cut it. It doesn't really get rid of the hi-hat bleed because obviously the snare and the hi-hat, they play at the same time, right? The solution for that, it's really easy. What you have to do is to copy your snare track with all the plugins, all the processing. As you can see, these three plugins are the same here. And if you listen to it, yeah, it's the same thing. Now, after all your processing, what you have to do is open a compressor. Choose a compressor which can be really fast, fast attack, fast release, and then play with the threshold and try to get rid of the attack of the snare. So the only thing that should remain in the sound is the sustain of the snare, something like this. Just be careful, don't push it too hard. Listen to the snare sustain and make sure there is no distortion going on, okay? As soon as you hear some distortion, just lift it back and make sure there is no distortion at this stage after the compression. All right, and then you open an EQ. It doesn't matter what EQ you want to use because we are just going to make a low cut filter around 1000 Hertz. This is a good starting point. You can play with it. But basically, what you want to listen to is the cymbal bleed. You want to isolate the bleed, the hi-hat bleed, with this cut, something like this. Let's put it on. So you just want to hear the hi-hat bleed after this EQ cut. And there is one more thing you have to do to flip the phase. If your DAW doesn't have this polarity or phase invert, you have to choose an EQ that has it, or just add another plugin after that, this kind of phase reverse plugin. In Reaper, you have this button, so I'm just going to use it like this. And if I put these two tracks together now, without, let's put it in, without, back in. That's it, it's gone. And the reason for that, these two tracks are identical. And with this compression, we took out the attack of the snare, just left with the sustain. And on the sustain, we cut out all the low end and just left this high end sizzle from the cymbals. And only those frequencies are going to cancel each other out. Because, you know, if we have the same signal going on and we flip the phase or polarity on one of those, there is going to be complete silence. If they are identical, there is no sound coming out. And this is what we did. We just got rid of the high frequencies. Simple as that. Choose a compressor with a very fast attack, very fast release. Make sure there is no distortion when you pull the threshold. Start around 1000 Hertz. Find the frequency when you can only hear the high-end sizzle, and then flip the phase. Just blend the volume. So basically blend in the phase reversed track to the original until you can't hear the hi-hat. Alright guys, that's it. It was just a quick tip. I hope you liked it. And don't be afraid if your snare miking is not really ideal, because with this trick you can get rid of every single sizzle. Alright? See you in the next one very soon. Take care.